Hello, welcome to a brand new exclusive episode of A Day in the Life. This episode, we'll be interviewing a professional athlete who's been deemed as the next big thing. The athlete we'll be interviewing today is 19-year-old Dario Asante.
My name is Dario Asante. I'm a 19-year-old Ironman athlete on the rise, and I'm prepared to reach the top. I'll be answering questions regarding my personal life and my career to let everyone know the other side of me and what it takes to reach my level. And what it's like to live a day in the life of a professional athlete. Highlights of my personal life and private training and photos throughout my life will be shown to show a different side of me.
Thanks for coming in, Dario. Really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today.
Yeah, look, no problem, Salvatore. It's a pleasure being here.
So Dario, can you tell me, as an Ironman athlete, what's it like being called the next big thing?
Yeah, it's definitely a privilege being called the next big thing. I mean, it's great that people think of me that way, and it's definitely something I'll cherish for the rest of my career.
That's good to hear, Dario. We don't see such young talent as bright as you. Now, we always see that you have, every time you walk out of your hotel, you've got people asking for your autograph. How do you cope with all the pressure?
Yeah, it's great because I always get people, especially the young ones, always wanting my autograph and whatnot, taking selfies because that's what they do. It's great.
How do you cope with all this pressure of being famous?
Oh, just do the normal stuff, what I do best. Just keep focused on what I do. Just train 5 times a week at least. That's what you need for being the next Ironman, and yeah, that's how.
So how do you think you're fitting in at the moment in the world of Ironman athletes?
It's pretty intimidating actually because, they're such big guys and they've got a lot of height as well. But you know what? It makes me want to do better. I use it as inspiration to just be better than everyone because that's what you need to do to be where I am now.
So Dario, with the Olympics coming up, surely you have things going through your head at 1,000,000 miles an hour. What's next for you?
Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to it. I'm obviously excited, but I'd always like to be part of the squad, but because of my age, I'm only 17, so I don't know if I could be guaranteed a spot.
You just said you weren't experienced enough to be in the Olympics, but you were just previously in the Commonwealth Games. Can you tell us what that was like?
Oh, it was amazing. The atmosphere was definitely something to remember, and it was a major honour representing my country. It's something that I'll always cherish for the rest of my life.
So what was the lead up like to the Commonwealth Games?
Well, just overall, we prepared well as a team. We stuck to our strict diets during the week, trained hard along with the diets, and you know what? That's what led us to getting gold in the end.
This may come off a little bit unusual, but do you have any pre-competition superstitions?
Yeah, look, not really. I'm a pretty chilled guy. Just do the normal stuff, listen to a bit of music beforehand, just let it go by. But you know what? I've been noticing I've been putting on my right shoe on first instead, which is pretty weird.
Shoes. You recently got a massive sponsorship with Nike. What was your reaction to that?
Oh, Nike. It's been such an honour because I've always worn their products. They've been durable, light, and always what I've wanted. And you know what? I was actually buzzing when I got the offer.
So obviously you're getting pretty big now. You're an Ironman athlete. We've talked about the Olympics. How does your family play a role in all of that?
They're a really crucial part of my career because they've been with me since day one, and because of that, they're my main source of inspiration. And you know what? We've been through a lot together, so that's what gets me through each and every time.
Oh yeah, and what about your older brother Felipe?
He's always my trouble buddy. We always room together. Sometimes he even brings some of his mates. Feel as if they're my entourage.
So before you mentioned that you listen to songs before most of your competitions, can you admit to us, what's your most played song at the moment?
Oh, favourites gotta be I'm Shaking by Rooney.
What about more of a guilty pleasure song that you wouldn't really tell most people you're listening to?
Look, guilty pleasure, it's gotta be High and Dry by Radiohead.
Tell me, what are some of your other interests?
Well, I do like to cook and play football in my spare time.
So what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't an Ironman athlete?
I always admired playing football, definitely one of my dreams growing up. I still try to play as much as I can. But at the moment, my mind is solely dedicated to expanding my career and reaching my full potential.
And what about your idol? Who do you look up to the most?
Always admired Costa Barbarouses. His attributes and methods of play have had a massive impact on my career, even though we are part of different codes.
Getting down to business, who's the best and worst dressed out of the whole team?
Jeez, worst dressed has got to be Michele Verdasco. He wears all the high labels, but to no effect. However, best dressed has got to be Matteo Miazza. He has a similar style to me.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone ever told you look like that soccer player James Charisi?
Been referred to him as my celebrity lookalike once or twice by my mates.
That's fair enough. Well, it looks like time's gotten the better of us, and we have to conclude the interview. So thank you for coming in. It's been a massive pleasure having you in the studio, and I can guarantee you that we'll be cheering you on in your future competitions.
Thanks very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.